Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here, and we're back with a new team using a few Pokemon we used last time, but mainly what I wanted to do is I wanted to try out this Lucario. It is a setup sweeper. We're going on the special attacking side with this, with Nasty Plot and Vacuum Wave being a priority move. Setting up a sweeper like this with a boosting move like Swords Dance or Nasty Plot in this case, plus a priority attack, has been a common strategy ever since Generation 4. Most popular one being the Swords Dance Bullet Punch Scizor. But we have Vacuum Wave, we have Flash Cannon, and then I have Dark Pulse here just to round out, give us some nice attacking coverage. And then I also wanted to try out Drapion, mainly because I wanted to use a Pokemon with knockoff. It's a strong Pokemon with knockoff. Although, I also know that Ferrothorn gets knockoff. Why am I not using that? It's like one of my favorite Pokemon. Well, I wanted to try out Drapion. I've always wanted to try one of these things. Never really got around to it. So this Drapion is especially defensive, because it's probably going to find itself in against more special threats. And the cool thing about it, with its typing, Poison Dark, its only weakness is Ground type. So that's really unique. I do really like its typing, and with it, it's got some pretty decent stats all around. I don't have any speed EVs in this thing, but it has like a base 95 speed, which is really good in Sword and Shield. And so even without that, I can taunt like defensive things. I can set up toxic spikes. I can knock off enemies' stuff, and it'll do a lot more than what Mandibuzz was doing with it. And I can poison jab things. So Fairy types probably don't want much to do with this. At least I'm hoping. And then we're bringing back some other Pokemon that we've seen before on this channel, this adventure we've had together. The Rotom, max defense, max HP, you know, the basic Volt Switch, Will-O-Wisp, Hydro Pump, Hex, and our good friends Choice Band Dragapult. These guys help resist or are immune to some of what Lucario and Drapion are weak to. So Rotom with Levitate will be immune to ground. It'll resist fire that Lucario is weak to. Dragapult will resist fire and is immune to fighting. And then Gyarados here is immune to ground, resists fire and fighting, so it seems like why not bring him along? Then for the 6th slot, I went with Clefable again, because it seems to pair really well with the Gyarados as far as type coverages go, and I've just started overall liking this thing, so I figured it'd be a great way to round things out with a Fairy type as well. The Gyarados, I don't know, maybe I should be running an Assault Vest Gyarados, but I don't have that prepared just yet. Yeah, this is like the first team I'm using that doesn't have anything with Assault Vest. It's crazy. But anyways, that's the team we're working with, so let's get into some battles. Alright, so let's look for a battle, and since we got a new team, let's try out some new music. We'll try Hop's music. We gotta hop to it. Alright, what do we got here? Durant, Butterfree, Escavalier, Centiskorch, a whole bunch of bug types. Actually, I'm just realizing this is like a mono bug type team. I did not even realize this when I was playing this battle. Oh. Well, we want fire attacks for the thing. The problem is our fire attacks are from Clefable, who's kind of weak to the steel typing and is slower than, well, it's not slower than Escavalier, but slower than the Durant for sure. I don't really have a good answer to Durant on this team. Like, what do I use against Durant? Maybe Rotom is my answer? Rotom wouldn't be awful here. My opponent is locked in. Alright, so let's see how this goes. There's a Butterfree. There's Dragapult. We know how this ends. Go ahead. Assume that you have... Assume that I'm a special attacker and you have Focus Sash. Do it. Stay in. Have some Dragon Darts. Oh, you're not staying in. Okay. Okay, well, we'll answer that later. Oh, Scorch. Well, you can have some Dragon Darts. If this doesn't kill, then... Oh my gosh. That was a critical hit, but still. That's ridiculous. Next turn, Dragon Darts would have knocked this thing out. Anyways. Yeah, Scorch cannot just switch into Dragon Darts all willy-nilly like that. I think she was expecting a flamethrower attack there. But no, we don't have flamethrower. We're choice banded. Alright, do you want to send out that Butterfree again? Durant. Okay, so we know there's a Butterfree back there, and we've got a Durant here. This Durant's going to be an issue. Well, now that we know we have Durant... Oh, I don't really need this Drapion here. This Drapion's not going to beat that Butterfree. I'm assuming the Butterfree is going to be faster than my Drapion because I didn't invest into speed. And of course our opponent's maximizing their potential of the Durant. Next Steel Spike. Oh, we survived. That's fine. Perfect. We're wasting Dynamax turns. That's all I want to be doing right now. And Durant is not taking Life Orb damage. That makes me think, what is this Durant then? If it doesn't have, does it have a Focus Sash? Oh, Max Knuckle, that's not... No, because you're getting an attack boost. That's bad. I don't want you getting attack boosts. I could go... I need that Dragapult to beat the Butterfree. We have to. Because Clefable's not faster than Butterfree. No way. Okay, so what I'm going to do... I'm going to waste the last Dynamax turn. And I'm going to go for Max Guard here. And then with the... Durant no longer Dynamaxed, maybe it won't kill me? Plus I'll be Dynamaxed, so I'll have that HP boost. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm hopeful here. Okay, so we blocked that. I don't care about defense raises. I do care about that attack raise, though. Let's go Max Flare. And just hope we live here. Oh, we did not live. We very much did not live. That makes me wonder if this thing is choice banded, perhaps? Well, let's get Dragapult in here. We can't... Oh, I want to be using Dragon Darts. But I can't Dragon Darts. Because that's not going to do enough damage. Durant's defense is just too good for resisted hits like Dragon Darts. We gotta go Phantom Force. Oh, this is Choice Scarf Durant. Okay. And the Hustle coming into play there, that probably mattered. That might have one-shotted our Dragapult. Because it does have that attack boost. So yeah, Choice Scarf, but now do we... Oh, we one-shot that. My gosh. Another critical hit. I don't know if that critical hit mattered. We are choice banded Dragapult over here. And there's the Butterfree back. I can't go for Dragon Darts, though. We're just going to have to hope that we get fixed from a Sleep Powder. Quiver Dance. Okay. They've realized we're choiced here. But I think we should still be faster than this Butterfree. If not, it's going to be kind of hilarious. But not really. There's Phantom Force. Oh! It just died. So you don't have Focus Session. Then what's your item on that Butterfree? Huh. Okay. Well, I thought that was going to go horribly wrong with that Durant there. We got a little bit lucky, but and Choice Band Dragapult coming through. Yay, we gained points. Alright, we definitely have time for more battles. So let's keep this trend with new music. Alright, we have Barbaracle, Sandaconda, Goodra, Gengar. We have a lot of poison types. Toxtricity and Pukimuku. Is that Pukimuku or is that the electric one? Oh no, I think that's Pukimuku. So with two poison types, I don't think Toxic Spikes is going to be good here. But Drapion itself, with knockoff, could still be really good against that. It should be able to knock out that Gengar in one shot. And like take a potential Assault Vest off that Goodra if it has one. So we'll bring the Drapion. It seems like a decent lead. What else do we want here? I think we want Rotom, because there's a lot of physical stuff on this team. And Rotom would be good against the Sandaconda and the Barbaracle. And I guess, yeah, Dragapult. You never go wrong with Dragapult, right? Because we've got the Gengar covered, and then we can just launch Dragon Darts and just hurt a lot of stuff. Now, this battle... There's the Sandaconda. Okay, so if I hit this thing, it's going to get Sandstorm up, which I'm not particularly worried about. What else should I... You know what? It's probably going to try and set up Stealth Rocks or something. Let's taunt this thing. We should be faster than it unless our opponent is, like, somewhat heavily invested in speed. I believe Sandaconda's base speed is, like, 70. And ours is 95. So, yeah, we're going to be faster. Can't go for Stealth Rock. Yeah. But now, what do I want to do? You're not going to go into Gengar, are you? I'm going to go into Rotom. Yeah, because it has to... Yeah, that's right, because we're weak to ground, and this is immune to ground. Yay. I'm going to Will-O-Wisp something. Whether it's the Sandaconda or it's something else. Things are going very well for me right now. Another thing I've noticed, I seem to do better with my teams when I have like U-turners getting momentum for me, whether it's Rotom or Dragapult, something like that. That doesn't really matter if we burn this thing. It's a special attacker. Pretty much all Toxtricities are. I mean, you can't really ignore the Punk Rock and Boom Burst and the Boom Burst. That's what I should do. I should not be Volt Switching, though. Because we're actually faster. They must not be invested in speed for some reason. Because I don't think we should have been faster than that. And we're going to go into Dragapult, because Dragapult makes Boom Burst do nothing, which means if it has a throat spray, the throat spray is not going to activate. Yeah, went for Boom Burst. Yeah, Dragapult also resists his other attacks, poison and electric, so that was a pretty safe switch in. You know what? Let's just fire off some Dragon Darts and just hurt stuff really bad. Oh, this thing can't survive this. Yeah, no, you're not surviving it. Gosh, that could have taken it out from full health. Oh, Choice Banded Dragapult, you are ridiculous, and I love it. There's the Sandaconda. Should we just see if we can kill this thing? No, we should play things smartly. They know our whole 3. I don't know what he has in the back still. So let's bring our Rotom in, because I don't think the Sandaconda wants anything to do with Rotom. Especially a physically defensive Rotom. Stealth Rock, that's fine. You got your rocks up. It doesn't do too well against me. Alright, we're just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp again. Fire Fang? Why on earth are you using Fire Fang? Do you not have anything better to do? Okay, so we know you have Earthquake. What else do you have? What makes Fire Fang the play here? Were you expecting me to switch into something? Even so, the things I could be switching into are not weak to Fire Fang. Did that just do like 4 damage? Oh my. Let's get rid of this thing. That was sad. I don't know what they were going for here. Okay, and up next is actually going to be the Barbarical. No, I did not just read that text. This is post-commentary, remember? So I'm going to treat this thing like a Cloyster, because it's probably like a Cloyster. It has Shell Smash. Yep, that's what it's most known for. So it's going to drop its defenses, increase its attack powers, but we're going to burn it. It probably has a Focus Sash anyways, so Will-O-Wisp here is great. And now that that's done, we are going to maximize our potential, go for the Max Lightning, because this is what I want to be fighting Barbarical with. This is why I brought Rotom. So yeah, we just completely out-predicting and out-maneuvering our opponent at every turn in this battle. I'm really liking this team. I'm liking that Drapion. It almost seems like our opponents don't really know what to do against Drapion, because it's not used that much. I don't think I've maybe seen it once playing here. I don't know. Go back and watch all the videos. Let me know if any team has a Drapion. I'm not really recalling one. If it did, it didn't come to battle. Here's our giant-sized washing machine. Make sure you do your chores, kids. Max Rock Fall. Oh, we just take that. We take that like champ. This will set electric terrain, which lets us do more. I was kind of expecting that to one-shot with the defenses being down. But dang, I guess not. Well, I mean, the Sandstorm is up, so that's boosting Barbarical's special defense. So yeah, that makes sense. And it's Dynamax, so, you know, double HP. But yeah, we can take like another 2 of those Rock Falls, at least. Probably more than that, and still survive. Because we do have that berry we're about to activate here. Yeah, we can even take another Rock Fall after this and survive. This is over. But yeah, I've noticed that I seem to do better when I have, maybe it's just my personal playstyle, I seem to do better when I have like volt switching and U-turning stuff going on. So you might expect those sorts of Pokemon on most of my teams. It's because it works for me, it works for my style. And Choice Band Dragapult just wrecks things, and it's hilarious. Alright, you know, we still have time for another game. We're only 17 minutes in. We've done the team preview and 2 battles in 17 minutes. This team does not go slow. I also seem to be better with, well, I don't want to say with fast teams, because I do have some, like, tanky defensive Pokemon on here. Like our Drapion, which is quickly becoming one of my new favorite Pokemon. Alright, we have Arcanine, Gigalith, Snorlax. Lots of big, bulky Pokemon. We've got Corsola here. We've got a Corviknight and an Avalugg. Well, we're going to bring the Drapion, because I think Drapion is good against a lot of this team. I would love to knock off stuff, especially the Corviknight, the Avalugg, which could have like weakness policy or assault vest. It could be nasty, or leftovers even. Just knock that off. We could set up toxic spikes too. There's only one Pokemon here that's actually immune to toxic spikes, and I think we just... Oh, we're bringing Clefable to deal with that. I was gonna say we could bring Rotom to deal with that, but let's give Clefable some love. For some reason. Oh, because Clefable has the fire attack, which we'll want against Avalugg. Yeah. I'm also thinking about switching the Hex off of the Rotom. Even when I have it, it doesn't seem to really do a ton. Like, maybe I should be going for Discharge instead for situations like, say I'm against the Corviknight and I want to stay in. I don't want to Volt Switch, but I want to Volt Switch because it's weak to that. But I want to stay in. I don't want to switch out in those instances. So we're going to taunt this thing. It's not going to... You can't set up Stealth Rocks. Do you not know what this does? Apparently not. We're going to knock off something. I wanted to knock off that Eviolite. We're intimidated. Okay. Oh no, we're not knocking off stuff yet. We're setting up toxic spikes, because we're going to punish you when you inevitably have to switch stuff back in. Let's go for... This Arcanine's probably faster than me. If it has like any amount of speed. Yeah, it's faster. Will-O-Wisp. You know what? That's fine. I don't mind if this thing is burned, because the purpose of this is not necessarily to dish out damage. It's to set up toxic spikes. It's to knock off items, set up the rest of our team to come through. I mean, remember, how many times did we get really close to killing something with our Choice Band Dragapult from like full health and not killing it? But maybe with the toxic spikes, adding some damage in there, that's not the damage output you're looking for there, Arcanine. Get rid of your item. Yeah, we didn't do a ton of damage, but we got rid of his item. This is what I want to be doing here. Arcanine could no play rough. That's the issue I'm facing here. But I can't force this Arcanine out. But what I can do is go into Dragapult, who does, by the way, learn Hydro Pump. And since, you know, everybody assumes that Dragapults are special right off the bat, since that's like the most popular set for Dragapult right now, it's very realistic that I could have Hydro Pump on this thing. I don't, so I'm going to U-turn out, because I'm kind of terrified of Play Rough. Even though it's showing Flamethrower, so it probably doesn't have Play Rough. It would help if I think things through a bit more. I know we're on a timer, though. And Snorlax comes in. Oh gosh, everything that she brought is weak to Toxic Spikes. That was a good chunk of damage. You know what? Let's go back into our Drapion here. And we're actually going to start the toxic damage because they switch. That's one thing that's really nice about the toxic spikes. They switch in, they get poisoned, and they take that poison damage right at the end of the turn. It's not like they're getting poisoned at the end of the turn and not taking damage the first time. I like it. Let's knock off the item here. Chesto Berry. Okay, so this is Resto Chesto. Ouch. You know, I did kind of want this Drapion to deal with the Corsola, or at least knock its item off, but we'll have that Corsola on a clock just by having the toxic spikes. It's not going to be able to keep up the healing if it comes down to that. We're going to taunt this thing so it can't rest away and cure the thing. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, I'm loving this Drapion. Now we just have to finish this thing off. So how do we... Well, obviously we want to do that with Dragapult. I could U-turn right into Clefable. You know what? I'm just going to start firing off Dragon Darts. Am I going to start... No, past gameplay me, fire off Dragon Darts. Yeah, nothing really wants to switch into a Dragon attack. Snorlax, you're gone. Alright, this is going great. Now whatever you bring in gets toxic. Arcanine. Get poisoned. Intimidate. Oh, yeah, Clear Body. That's right. Our stats can't be lowered. It's probably going to go for Will-O-Wisp. Let's see if we can kill this thing from here. Dragapult, you're ridiculous. No, we are not killing this thing from here. Yeah, this is definitely a bulky Arcanine. We're burned. That's annoying. I probably should have switched out. Because realistically, with that Corsola, I would like to... I might like to Phantom Force it. Oh, here we go with the Corsola, which is now toxic poisoned. Oh, yes. Oh, this is so good. Dragon Darts, that's... Yeah, we did not get to knock off the Eviolite. And we're burned. The poison damage is going to start hurting. We have Dynamaxes to use, but now since this thing's burned, I don't want to Dynamax it. So let's go into Clefable here. Like, what can you do to Clefable? I mean, you can Will-O-Wisp it, and we won't care. Strength Sap. I mean, that'll heal you, but you're on a clock with that Toxic Poison. I don't think your Arcanine's going to do much to this either. And we can just fire off attacks. And we can recover with our own Moonlight. And so actually our opponent disconnects on us, realizing that they're not going to win this. Or had internet issues, but probably the former idea. Alright, I'm enjoying this team. I'm liking where this is going, so we'll use it more next time.